Christ's work was very unique. The whole thing was a very unique thing. It was planned in such a manner that he was to be born in a place. It was very humble, because he came to teach us humility. The word teaching in the English language means telling about, talking about. But when I say teach, I mean create, to activate within us humility. Actually, he came on this earth, first of all, to create a space within us at the Agya Chakra by removing the hurdles of the ego. He had to talk of humility that time, because Romans were ruling and they were very arrogant, very crude, uncouth, underdeveloped, we should say, not at all evolved. So this ego of Romans affected everyone whom they ruled, because when you have somebody as an ideal before you, and always people see who dominates them, and therefore such person becomes their ideal. So you start imbibing that kind of a character within yourself. In those circumstances, Christ was born. But he was not only born just for Romans or for anyone, but he was born for the whole world. Because ego had started growing in humanity at that time, and had developed quite a lot as far as the Romans were concerned. And that demarcated the way human beings were going on. So they had to be controlled first of all. And Christ had to come at a time where a balance was needed. So the first thing that was said about Christ throughout in all this music and songs you have heard now is that peace on earth. He came to create peace on earth. That's only possible when you are in balance. First of all. Secondly, when you are realized. Both things should be. If only you get your realization and there is no balance in you, there cannot be peace. But peace never means in any way is a personality that recedes, runs away from situations, escapes. It does not want to face the reality. Never meets them. Christ is pictured very differently from what he was. He was the strongest personality in humanity, and the healthiest man. And he would not stand any nonsense. Nobody could take liberties with him. But he would not himself take liberties with others. Of course, no question. Extremely compassionate, extremely kind, but very powerful. This is the balance. So he came on this earth to create peace within us. On this earth there is no peace. Why? What's wrong? It's only the human beings are wrong. Where is it? Within yourself. Who is violent? Human beings are violent to each other. Ego developed subtler ways and subtler ways. Then provocative ways started coming up also from the super ego. Sly methods from the super ego. The conflict started. And at that time, to overcome that conflict, the best thing was to create a space in Agya, in the center, in thoughtless awareness. That's how Christ had to come on this earth. The birth is very, very symbolic. Because he is nothing but Chaitanya, he is nothing but the word, as you call it, Logos. I don't know what all words you have got in language. The Shabda, as they call it, the Omkara. He was to be born in this way because he had no body. And the subtlest of subtle he had to be. Because the work was very subtle, sukshma. That's why he was born like that. It's very poetic to see him lying down in a manger for people. That look at it. Now see, a little child put in the manger, no comfort. And there will be a comfort in a manger. Think like that. All the Christian nations are after their comforts. Aren't we? What we think is not comfortable, it should be comfortable. Christians should never seek comfort. That is one of the messages of Christ's birth. If they seek comfort, then they are away from Christ. Because he was born in a manger. No comfort was provided for him. But that doesn't mean that you should assume some sort of a funny habitation. It doesn't mean that also. I mean, I have to tell the other side of it. You see. Copying him is not the way. It's not the way by copying him that you will become Christ, but by imbibing his qualities within you. It's a very, very concrete thing I wanted to tell you today. It's nice to talk of Christ's birth, be happy about it, sing songs, go into a mood like that, but really I tell you, it's a very symbolic thing for all of us to know that he slept in a manger. What about Christ within us? You are not going to be happy with yourself, with your being, with your spirit, unless and until you create a manger of very soft thistles. You yourself, you are not going to enjoy it. We are creating a beautiful manger for Christ. To create the peace on earth. We have to be peaceful. To be peaceful, one has to be humble. This is the message of Christ. Humble. If we become humble, peace will come. Humble is a good word. I don't know if it explains what it means. Humble means not asking for your own comfort, but comfort of others. And Christ came on this earth to expand your present. So Christ, who is the present Christ, today, who is born in you, is to be looked after. Is not the Christ of the Bible, but the Christ of your heart, which is born within you, is to be looked after. Bible is so symbolic that it will take years and years for people to understand. It's too symbolic for you. But at least you can understand it. But other human beings cannot understand. So one has to only understand through your own spirit. That is the Christ born within you, which must be looked after. May God bless you.